I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Tottenham Hotspur, doing it the hard way since 1882. What a nightmare. You just don't know what you're going to get with this team, do you? Or this club, should I say, because it's not really the team, because we had players out that we weren't using, and I kind of understand why Conte is trying to save players, given that we've got this big game coming up now in Marseille on Tuesday, which shouldn't have been, but is. So I can understand why he wanted to save a couple of players. Unfortunately, it's clear that if you're trying to save our first team squad, there still isn't enough quality in depth to be able to pull it off, even on teams, with all due respect to Bournemouth, that we should be beating. You know, this is a team that got smashed by Liverpool and by Arsenal, so we should be expecting to, not expecting, because like I keep saying, you can't write off any team in the Premier League, because you just don't know what you're gonna get, and any team can beat any team. So it is rather difficult, to say the least, when you've got to rest some players, but you haven't really got players coming in. Obviously Emerson really didn't do himself any favours again, so that brings out the hate against him, and I feel sorry for the kid, because you can't knock his effort and his endeavour. It's just his actual ability that's the problem. And so because of that, he's let us down yet again, and makes the game really, really difficult. 2-0 down is, a lot of the time there's no coming back from that. But with a couple of substitutions coming in, the second half kind of changed, and of course the late drama, we get back to a 3-2 win, which in the circumstances is amazing. I'm over the moon, to come away with that, because it wasn't expected. When you've gone 2-0 down, as a Tottenham fan, you're kind of thinking, it's over, there's no coming back from that. Great pass from Hotspur to set up Sessegnon, who took his opportunity well, and a couple of great set pieces that gets us back. Well, number one, gets us back into the game, and then ultimately helps us win the game, with Bentancur kind of pulling the strings and really taking the plaudits in the game. So fair play to him. I'm happy for him, because he's kind of a little bit gone under the shadow of Kulusevski, who clearly we're missing. But I don't think you can write off the impact that he has had, and shows that when we get transfers right, they really are right. Kulusevski and Bentancur, absolutely key. Romero, absolutely key. Perisic, I think the jury's still out. Basuma needs more time to really show what he's got. But I've not given up on him. I've not given up on him yet. But we desperately need creativity, and we've been saying it for so long, because if he's banking on the right backs to be able to put those crosses in, that's just not happening, is it? It's just not happening. So yeah, that is a bit of a smash and grab from our point of view, and I'm happy to take it. Especially after the late drama in midweek, that really could have killed our confidence and our belief. And after losing Newcastle as well, it's like, Jesus, is anything ever going to go in our way? So I still don't understand this Conte out thing. I despair with that, because I just, with Conte out, I don't know where we go from there. So listen, I'm taking it as a positive. We move on to Marseille. I'll see you there. Up the Spurs.